Hi, and welcome to Geno's Picks, where after a 2-2 week, Daddy improves to 5-3 on the year, and staying true to his Sicilian roots is a little more on the side of the black than you'd expect. Hey, and speaking of getting fucked by the Moors, we would have been 3-1 had it not been for this return by Eagles linebacker Jordan Davis on a blocked field goal with absolutely no time left on the clock that saw him run away with all of my money on the Rams at plus 3.5. I'd covered the full 60 minutes of regulation, but this guy couldn't just fall down. Yeah, and as badly as I wanted to yell a racial slur at this guy, I did not. But I did pray while he was running the ball back that he would blow out his twitch muscle. What? In any case, 58% against the spread may not be anything to go bananas about, but hey, here are 4 more picks that hopefully we can go nuts with. Now, let's get to Geno's picks. My first pick, the Ravens are laying 2.5 to the Chiefs in Kansas City. For the second time this season, the Chiefs are dogs at home. And for the second time this year, they're going to lose at Arrowhead. Look, am I saying the Chiefs are overrated? Yeah. But regardless, if you think that a 1-2 team that got their only win against the remnants of Russell Wilson in what needs to be his last game as a starting QB, then you, like Wilson and his 5 remaining fans, are living in the past. I would say Brian Daboll is head coaches as well, but it seems he finally woke up this past Sunday night when he was questioned at the postgame presser about Wilson's future. And Daboll replied he was non-committal on whether Wilson would start this Sunday against my Bolts. Well, we know what's going on now. They said they were going to go through the tape right now and they'd evaluate everything. Yeah, the thing he left out was that tape he was talking about wasn't game tape. It was the police tape around what's left of the joke that is Wilson's career. After Wilson literally threw the ball out of the end zone on the final play of the game and the one before that. Hey, maybe he was trying to take out the end zone cameras to destroy the evidence. The Ravens are easily 2-1, if not 3-0, if Derrick Henry doesn't fumble away 2 of those games. Hey, remember Travis Henry of the Bills, who fumbled every game? Maybe Derrick is one of the 11 kids he fathered with 10 women. It would make sense considering he's as careless with his balls as his father was. In any case, you can blame the Ravens and their losses on Derrick Henry, but the Chiefs have their entire offense to point the finger at. Give me the Ravens on the road, and I'll lay the 2.5 at Arrowhead. My next pick, the Browns are getting 10 against the Lions in Detroit. Yes, the Lions are coming off a huge win Monday night in Baltimore that wasn't as close as the final score after running back David Montgomery rushed for 151 yards and 2 TDs against the Ravens defense that looked completely helpless. The last time I saw any running back embarrass someone that badly, it wasn't against the defense in Baltimore. It was against the prosecution in Los Angeles. And in both cases, he made them look foolish and unprepared. And by the way, if you won your fantasy league Monday night on that late garbage TD by Montgomery, you got away with murder too. The Browns defense is far better than that, even 2 years removed from being the tops in the league. Let me tell you, they're still hard to beat by double digits. Give me the Browns and the 10 points they're getting. My next pick, the Niners are laying 3.5 to the Jags in San Fran. I think it's safe to say that the Travis Hunter experiment in Jacksonville is over already. He's a wide receiver. Hey, it's not like the Jaguars had much choice because you don't need a cornerback when the offense is up 30 points and running the ball on every down. I mean, don't get me wrong. Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne are playing just like the guys they drafted, college players. How long have these 2 guys been in the league and they've not done nothing to stand out yet? It's fitting they play in Jacksonville because they're stagnating in that swamp. Now let's go across the country to San Francisco. Let me tell you something the Niners have that the swamp does not: depth. As Mac Jones is picking up right where Brock Purdy left off, finding receivers in a well-run offense that sets up the run game for whoever is healthy that Sunday to take the handoff. Not to mention the Niners will be focused after getting away with one last week, beating the Cardinals in a game they may not have won had Cards running back James Conner not gone down for the season, marking the first time in NFL history a team actually got worse when they lost to cancer. Give me the Niners in the 3.5 they're laying. Which brings me to my double your money Monday night bet. The Broncos are laying 7.5 to the Bengals in Mile High. Fun fact, has anyone noticed that the top 3 offensive players right now in Cincy are Jake Browning, Chase Brown, and Jamar Chase? Yeah, well, it might not confuse you, but it sure fucking does Jake Browning because he doesn't seem to know who the fuck he's throwing to, or he wouldn't keep throwing it to the other team. I'm not sure if you know this stat, but I can tell you it does. His head coach, Zach Taylor. And that stat would be the fact that despite being 30th in the NFL in passes thrown, Browning is first in interceptions, throwing 5 in the season in barely 1.5 games, meaning he's good for one about every quarter. Hey, I think opposing defenses are starting to call him the J train because he comes their way every 15 minutes. Yeah, and now he's facing a Denver defense coming off an incredibly tough loss. Thing is, Bo Nix has yet to impress me this year. As being a Chargers fan, I saw him miss 2 wide open receivers in Sunday's game. Still, while he may have had trouble hitting his receivers in the hands in that one, I'll tell you he's never had trouble hitting running back J.K. Dobbins in his belly. Dobbins really got going last week against his former Chargers. A friend of mine once said, and I think you'll agree, if you haven't realized it yet, when Dobbins is healthy, he's as good as any running back in the game. Yeah, his initials may be JK, but he's got defenses saying WTF. And that kid gives me the confidence to play keep away from Cincy and prevent a Bengal backdoor. I got one of those once in Africa. Give me the Broncos and I'll lay the 7.5. Those are Geno's picks.